Have you ever wondered if the universe is actually waiting for you to stop struggling so it can finally give you everything you've ever wanted? Imagine a hidden principle that instantly turns your deepest needs into a reality where you never have to chase anything again. This is the law of infinite supply, and once you grasp it, life starts flowing to you naturally. Welcome back to Audiobook Verse. If you're enjoying this so far, smash that like button and hit subscribe if you're new here so you never miss a life-changing lesson. We are standing right at the edge of a massive universal truth that has been whispered by the wise for centuries. You see, true abundance isn't something you go out and grab. It's a state of being you have to recognize deep inside yourself. The entire universe is pulsing with a never-ending current of supply, a rhythm that exists far beyond human limits or the feeling of not having enough. This law goes way beyond just stacking up money or things. It's a spiritual rule showing that real prosperity doesn't come from the outside world, but from how you align your inner self with the mind of the universe. Every single thing you desire already exists within the massive, boundless intelligence of all creation. It's just sitting there, waiting for your specific energy to invite it into your physical world. But here's the crazy part. Feeling like you lack something is actually just an illusion. It's a trick your mind plays when you feel disconnected from the source. When you finally understand that you are one with the source of everything, the idea of not enough simply disappears. You aren't just a person looking for abundance. You are abundance itself, experiencing life through your own unique eyes. Your main job now is to practice trust. I'm talking about a radical commitment to believing in what you can't see just as much as what you can see. Now this is where it gets interesting. This trust isn't just sitting around waiting. It's an active choice. You have to grow your gratitude, let your joy shine out, and keep a solid faith in the universe's infinite ability to provide for you. This journey isn't about forcing things to happen or trying to manipulate energy. It's about finding an inner peace that naturally pulls experiences of wholeness toward you. You will learn to invite things in rather than chasing them down. You'll learn to align your heart rather than struggling through life. Your emotions are the real money of the universe. Peace, not desperation, is what attracts new doors to open. Gratitude, not the feeling of lack, is what clears the path for more to come. Pure belief without a shadow of doubt is what turns a maybe into a yes. This law is asking you to remember your true heritage, that you are a vital part of a universe that never runs out and is always expanding through you. Some of what I'm sharing today touches on deep laws that I can't fully explain in just one video. If you're ready for the deeper secrets kept for those who are truly searching, I've put them in our free newsletter, The Hidden Collection. Join us now, and you'll also get a free copy of the Kybalion, the ancient text where these laws were first recorded. Now let's look at part 1, Awakening to the Infinite Flow. In chapter 1, titled The Cup That Fills Itself, we meet Mildred Baker. She stood by her window watching rain slowly fill an old teacup she'd left on her garden wall. In that quiet moment, a huge truth hit her. She realized that abundance doesn't come from working yourself to death, but from being completely open to receiving. Your relationship with wealth starts with letting it in, not with busy work. The universe works on emotional openness. Your inner world decides how much abundance can reach you. When you shrink back in fear, thinking things are limited, you build walls. But when you grow in trust, you become a perfect straw for limitless potential to flow through. Think about the story of Rupert Miles, a guy whose whole life flipped because of a simple but totally life-changing act of gratitude. He He was facing a mountain of unpaid bills that usually would have sent him into a total panic. But this time, Rupert tried something different. Instead of fighting his money problems, he started blessing every single bill. He showed real thanks for the services he got and the chance to be part of the world's economy. This internal change was quiet but massive. Where fear used to take over, a calm sense of total certainty grew. He stopped seeing bills as scary threats and started seeing them as proof of his connection to the flow of life. If you're finding this helpful so far, go ahead and smash that like button right now. Within just a few weeks, random refunds started showing up in his mail. New clients appeared out of thin air. His new emotional state had literally remapped the fabric of his financial world. This is the secret science behind abundance. Your emotional vibe decides what you experience in the physical world. Gratitude isn't just a nice feeling, it's a high-speed engine for your supply. When you truly love what you already have, you tell the universe you're ready for more. But here's the crazy part. This practical wisdom goes way beyond just thinking positive. It's about building a deep, solid knowing that you are always supported. The universe doesn't react to desperate hard work, but to peaceful confidence. Now here is how you can start. Close your eyes every day and see yourself totally surrounded by wealth. Be as relaxed as a child who knows their parents will have dinner ready without even having to ask. Let that feeling of security wash over you until it becomes your permanent truth. Make sure to hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next part of this journey. Chapter 2 is where we look at the mirror of plenty. In the big picture of life, you are both the person weaving the blanket and the thread itself. You create the patterns of your reality through the quiet art of your inner vision. How you see yourself isn't just a reflection, it's an active force that builds the world around you. Just like Clara Jo Ellis changed her broken mirror by painting the edges gold, you have the power to change your perspective and fix your world. Imagine that your thoughts are paintbrushes, coloring the canvas of your life. When Clara looked at her cracked mirror and whispered her goals, she was doing more than just talking. She was rebuilding her soul. Those golden edges were symbols of her value and what she could become. Now this is where it gets interesting. The universe works like a giant mirror where your inner world shows up in your outer life. Your thoughts aren't just whispers in the wind, they are vibrations moving through reality. When you think small or doubt yourself, the world reflects those limits back at you. Look at Egbert Lane's amazing story. He lost his job and could have given up. Instead, he chose a new path. Every morning, he spoke about his talents with total belief, as if an invisible crowd was listening. His words were a lighthouse calling in new chances. Soon, a friend's random chat led a new company right to him. This wasn't luck. It was the natural result of his energy matching his dreams. Which part of this story surprised you most? Drop it in the comments below. When you speak your truth with real heart and deep belief, that faith travels through hidden paths, setting up meetings and big breaks that simple logic just can't see coming. This isn't about some weird magic trick. It's about the basic way energy works in our world. If you're enjoying this look into how your mind works, smash that like button right now to help us grow. When you truly value yourself and speak your future into being, you send out ripples of chance that go way beyond what you can see right now. Think about your reflection for a second. It's not just a picture of your face in the glass. It is a doorway to everything you could become. Every single time you stand in front of a mirror, you aren't just looking at your skin and eyes. You are seeing a person full of endless power and magic. But here's the crazy part about how you start your day. Every morning, find a mirror and tell yourself silently that life is always going to reflect your belief in getting bigger and better. Let that person looking back at you become a symbol of a life with no limits. As you go about your business, never forget that the world outside is usually just a mirror of what you expect deep down. Whenever you start feeling small or stuck, go back to that feeling of being limitless you had this morning. Keep that feeling like a secret light in your chest. Trust that every thought focused on yes invites the world to show you better paths, deeper moments, and much bigger dreams. Now this is where it gets really interesting as we move into Chapter 3, titled The Sunflower Agreement. You are standing right on the edge of a massive realization. Just like Lena Robbins, who figured out that being happy pulls things to you faster than any hard work ever could, you are about to see how your focus changes everything. Hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next part of this journey. Think of your mind like a beautiful garden. In this garden, every thought you have is a tiny seed, and every feeling you feel is the warm sun. Whatever you take care of is going to grow, and whatever you ignore is going to die out. The universe doesn't really care about what you demand. It responds to the vibe of your inner world. Lena knew this truth in her gut. She watched how sunflowers always turn their heads toward the sun without ever doubting it. She knew life works the same way. When you line up your inside, the outside gets full. If you focus on stress, you're just feeding the dark. But when you shine your light on being thankful, miracles start to grow like weeds. Your focus isn't just something you do, it's a tool you use to paint your whole life. You won't believe what happened to Silas Grant, a regular mechanic who changed his whole life with a simple song. He was drowning in bills and stress, but he chose a weird way out. Instead of crying about being broke, he started whistling while he fixed cars. He kept a little notebook to write down nice things, like a friendly customer, a small tip, or a job that went perfectly. His happiness didn't come from his life getting better. His happiness is what actually made his life get better. Without some big master plan, his business doubled. New jobs just showed up as if his happy mood had called them on the phone. This isn't a fairy tale, it's the law of how things vibrate. Your heart sends out a signal that the world picks up and sends back. Being happy isn't a prize you get for winning, it's the engine that makes you win. You are being asked to try this out for yourself. Your feelings aren't caused by your life, they are creating your life. Try this. Write down 3 sparks of joy every night. Maybe it was a stranger's smile or a quiet moment of peace. Watch them grow as you sleep. Which of these ideas surprised you most? Drop it in the comments below. Don't ever think these small sparks of joy are too tiny to matter. Think about how a single candle can light up a pitch-black room. That is exactly how one grateful thought starts to change the entire atmosphere of your mind. As you write these moments down each night, take a second to revisit them in your head. Let yourself feel that warmth all over again, almost like you're gathering glowing embers from your day and tucking them safely inside your heart. If you're finding this helpful, hit that like button and let me know. You see, gratitude has this amazing way of making everything it touches feel bigger. Things that seemed totally normal at the time suddenly feel rich and special when you look at them through the lens of appreciation. Before you drift off to sleep, picture these joyful sparks glowing softly inside you, getting brighter while you rest. Imagine them coming together like stars in the sky, forming a map of blessings that guides you toward a life of more abundance. As this quiet feeling of thanks rises up in you like the first light of a sunrise, trust that your spirit is being prepared to find even more reasons to be happy when the sun comes up. But here is where things get even more interesting. You aren't just watching the river of life, you are a living, breathing part of that flow. Look at Eleanor Price and her journey with the white feather. This wasn't just a lucky break, it shows a much bigger truth about how the world works. It's a call to trust the hidden guidance that is always around you. When Eleanor first saw that feather drifting across the hard sidewalk, something inside her shifted. That tiny white plume wasn't just blowing around randomly, it moved with a strange, beautiful grace, dancing right between people's feet and through the city shadows. She started following it, and suddenly she wasn't rushing anymore. She was being pulled by something she couldn't explain. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss these stories. The universe loves to talk to us in whispers and small signs that most people just ignore as coincidence. But if you learn the language, you'll see that every random event actually has a deep meaning. Now, you won't believe what happened to Dexter Cole because his story shows this perfectly. He missed his train, which usually would have made him angry. Instead, it became a doorway to a huge opportunity. While waiting at the station cafe, he bumped into a client who ended up changing his entire career. What looked like a mistake was actually a perfect moment of alignment. These stories teach us that fighting against life just creates friction, while accepting it creates flow. When you stop trying to control every single detail, you let a higher intelligence organize things much better than you ever could. Surrendering isn't about giving up. It's about having an active kind of trust. It means holding your plans loosely and realizing that a closed door might actually be a new path. Your inner peace is the compass that gets you through the rough patches. That white feather and Dexter's missed train are signs for those moments when life goes off track. But remember, going a different way doesn't mean things are ruined. It just means you're being redirected. Every wrong turn is a chance for a miracle. Next time something goes wrong, just pause and whisper, maybe this is actually right. Let your curiosity take over and watch how life proves you're on the right path. Which of these moments surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. Think of yourself as a glowing thread in the huge fabric of life. You are strong and bright, even when things get dark around you. Just like a small candle flame stands up to a wild storm, your inner light stays steady. It's a deep sense of knowing that stays calm no matter how much noise is happening outside. Rosie Dean learned this powerful secret on a very rough night. As the wind screamed and rain beat against her house, she lit one tiny candle. That little flame wouldn't quit, and it became a sign of what happens when you truly believe in something. In that moment, she saw that your inner strength doesn't care about what's happening around you. It only cares about how much you trust yourself. If you're feeling this message, hit that like button right now to help spread this light. Now here is the crazy part. Think about a man named Herbert Crane. He went through what most people would call a total disaster. When he lost his home, he didn't just give up or fall apart. Instead, he started building a secret place inside his own mind that felt warm, safe, and cozy. Every single night, he would shut his eyes and imagine a place of total peace. He didn't treat it like a sad wish that might never happen. No, he saw it as something that was already real right then. He held on to that picture with the quiet confidence of someone who knows that water always finds its way home. But wait until you hear what happened next. The universe didn't just feel sorry for him, it reacted with perfect timing. A friend reached out. It looked like a total accident, but it was actually the world matching Herbert's energy and offered him a guest house to live in. This wasn't just a lucky break. It was the natural result of him refusing to let go of his inner vision. Your power lives in this exact same truth. Everything you see on the outside is just a mirror of what you are feeling on the inside. Fear is nothing more than a passing cloud in the sky of your mind. It can't actually dim your light unless you decide to let it. Before we keep going, make sure to hit subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss these life-changing stories. When things get hard, stop and remind yourself that you aren't out there looking for light. You actually are the light itself. Hard times are just temporary, but who you really are lasts forever. Just like that candle burning through the storm, your spirit stays pure even when life feels chaotic. Tonight, follow these steps. Find a real source of light. It might be a candle, a lamp, or even the moon in the window. Just look at its steady glow. Let that stillness talk to the deepest part of you. Whisper to yourself, "I am the light. I never change. I am forever, and I am free." Now this is where it gets really interesting as we move into the next part, the orchard within. In the world of endless possibilities, you are like a gardener of your own dreams. You are planting seeds that other people can't even see yet. Your faith is the water, and your belief is the sun that helps those hidden things grow. Mabel Joyce knew this secret way before anyone else in her town did. When she first pushed apple seeds into the dry, hard dirt, her neighbors actually laughed at her. They only saw dusty ground that was ruined by the sun and frozen by the winter. But Mabel didn't see dirt. She saw a forest of fruit trees. She whispered to every tiny seed with words that were soft, but as strong as a magic spell. "Grow," she would say quietly. "Your roots already know where to go. Your branches are going to touch the sky, and your fruit will be the sweetest thing anyone has ever tasted." You won't believe how much the universe listens to that kind of pure trust. While everyone else saw a whole lot of nothing, Mabel was busy growing a future. She talked to those seeds like they were already giant, beautiful trees. Her faith was a quiet but unstoppable force that was much stronger than the people making fun of her. Years went by, and those seeds grew in total silence, getting strong in the deep dark where no one could see them. Then, slowly but surely, little green leaves poked through the soil. Tiny branches started to stretch out, flowers bloomed, and finally, they turned into real fruit. Which part of Mabel's story hit home for you? Drop a comment below and let me know. The very same people who used to laugh now stood there in total shock, staring at her orchard. The branches were heavy with fruit, and the roots were deep and strong. Your dreams work exactly the same way. Just like those seeds Mabel planted, your goals need you to believe in them 100% before they ever show up in the real world. Think about a guy named Calvin Rhodes, who really understood how this works. Every single resume he sent out was filled with his own confidence. Even though months went by without a single phone call, which would have crushed most people, he didn't give up. He didn't see those quiet months as rejection. He saw them as preparation. The world was actually moving things around behind the scenes to match his vision. If you're finding this inspiring, hit that like button right now to help others find this message. When a sudden job offer came from overseas, everyone else thought it was a miracle. But to Calvin, it was just the natural result of his steady faith. You are planting seeds every single day with your thoughts, your feelings, and the things you say to yourself when no one is listening. Some of these will pop up fast, but others need more time and a lot of trust. You have to water these invisible seeds with gratitude. Talk to your goals just as kindly as Mabel sang to her little plants. Imagine every dream you have is resting right under the surface of your mind, full of life and potential, even if you can't see it yet. A gardener doesn't dig up their seeds every morning to see if they're growing, right? That would kill them. Instead, you have to protect your desires with patient faith. Now here is where it gets really interesting. Let your gratitude be the water that keeps your dreams fed while they grow in the dark. Speak to your future with kindness. If Mabel could sing to her seedlings, trusting they were reaching for the sun before they even broke through the dirt, you can do the same for your own life. Make sure to hit subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a step in this journey. Stop being so hard on yourself and replace that worry with a feeling of loving expectation. The words you say over and over again actually create the environment where your dreams live. All day long, try to notice the tiny signs that things are working. Thank your imagination for coming up with these ideas, and thank life for helping them grow. When you surround your goals with this kind of gentle attention, you create a space where anything is possible. Soon enough, what was hidden will come out strong and bright. This brings us to the next part of the journey, the ocean's whisper. You are standing right on the edge of a huge discovery where life's secrets start to make sense. Think about Sophie Ray, who watched the ocean and realized that every time the water pulls away, it's just getting ready to come back even stronger. The waves are telling us a truth that's been around forever. Nothing is ever truly lost. It's just changing shape. When the tide goes out, it isn't leaving the beach behind. It's gathering energy and picking up treasures from the deep. Your life follows this exact same rhythm. When things feel scarce or empty, it isn't a punishment. It's actually an invitation to trust the flow of the universe. Leonard Cross lived this truth during a time when he had almost no money. While most people would have panicked, he stayed grateful and spoke to the universe like a close friend. He didn't beg for help, but he acknowledged the invisible work happening under the surface. This is what it means to be in alignment, knowing that when things look empty, they are actually full of hidden potential. You aren't here to force things to happen. Your only job is to stay open and trust the hidden work happening right under your nose. Think of these cycles not as walls, but as doors. Every time things pull back, it's just a promise that they will return. Every silence is just a song waiting to begin. The universe doesn't understand the concept of not enough. It only understands movement, change, and starting over. If you're enjoying this perspective, make sure to hit that like button right now. When Leonard saw his bank account shrinking, he didn't see it as a loss or a failure. He saw it like the ocean tide pulling back, gathering its strength and resources to come back even stronger than before. And guess what? When the money did return, it was doubled. This wasn't some random stroke of luck. It was the direct result of his steady faith. Your own success follows this exact same law of nature. Trust is what keeps you grounded, and being thankful is what guides you home. Any moment that feels empty is just the universe building up speed for your big breakthrough. But here is the crazy part. You can actually practice this right now. Imagine your breathing is like the waves on a beach. Every time you breathe out, let go of your fear. Every time you breathe in, pull in a limitless supply of everything you need. Remind yourself that the tide always comes back to fill the shore. Now this is where it gets really interesting. Let's look at the invisible bridge. You are standing right on the edge of a massive realization. The story of Doris Lee is actually your story. It's a perfect example of how faith builds bridges over deep gaps of doubt. She stood before a giant canyon covered in thick, heavy fog. She couldn't see a way across. Her logical brain told her to turn around and go home, but a deeper, older voice inside her told her to keep moving. Every step she took was a brave act of trust. It was her way of telling the universe that she believed in it. Your own gut feeling is a holy compass. It is way more accurate than what your eyes or ears tell you. If you want to see how this works in your own life, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a lesson. When the road ahead looks blurry, or when common sense tells you something is impossible, remember there is a higher power waiting to lead you. This intelligence doesn't use words. It uses small nudges and a quiet sense of knowing. Just like Doris, you are always being asked to walk past what seems likely or normal. The fog is just those times of doubt where most people would stop and give up. But you aren't like everyone else. You are a container for endless power, and you can build bridges where other people only see a drop-off. You won't believe what happens next when we look at Gregory Tate. He applied for a scholarship that he had no business getting, based on his life at the time. But he didn't just hope for the best. He wrote that application as if he had already won. His inner confidence spoke the exact language the universe listens to, the language of total certainty. When the scholarship arrived, he wasn't even shocked. He knew it was coming because his faith made it happen. This is exactly how universal laws work. They don't care about your doubts. They only react to the energy of your belief. When you match your inner feelings to the result you want, the physical world has no choice but to change and match you. Your belief is the hidden builder making a path before you can even see it. Every thought you have is a plan, and every emotion is a brick. The universe doesn't know the difference between what is real right now and what you want to happen. It just reacts to the vibes you send out. When things get shaky, you are being called to build that bridge. Move forward even when logic tells you to stay still. Your intuition is a glowing string connecting you to a wisdom that goes far beyond human logic. Just keep practicing. Which part of this hit home for you? Let me know in the comments below. Walk every single day by picturing invisible wooden planks appearing right under your feet. This isn't just a dream, it's a way to show the universe that you are ready to move forward. Imagine yourself trying to cross a massive open space where there is no bridge in sight. It looks impossible, right? But here is the secret. With every single step you take in total faith, a strong, solid board rises up from the ground exactly when you need it. You don't need to see the whole bridge before you start walking. In fact, your choice to move is the very thing that invites the universe to support you. Before we go further, if this message is hitting home, hit that like button to help others find this path too. Whenever you start to hesitate, just remember that the best things in life usually only show up after you've already jumped in. Your brain wants a guarantee before you do anything, but the world of creation works differently. It responds to your trust, not your need for certainty. As you keep your goal in mind and keep walking, imagine thousands of tiny, invisible hands working behind the scenes. They are moving people, timing, and ideas into place just to make your path stronger. Carry this picture in your head all day long. Take little steps with total confidence. Every honest move you make tells the universe you are ready for help. But here's the crazy part. One day, you'll look back and see that what looked like thin air was actually a bridge the whole time. The help you wanted was never gone. It was just waiting for you to move first so it could finally show up. Now this is where it gets interesting as we look at Chapter 9, The Bell in the Valley. Picture yourself in a quiet, ancient valley where the old stone walls seem to whisper secrets from the past. You are standing there holding a heavy, old brass bell, and your hands are shaking just a little bit. Nancy Ford once learned a deep truth about how we are all connected. She realized that silence isn't just nothing. Instead, silence is like a blank piece of paper, waiting for you to draw on it with your own energy. When she finally rang that bell inside an empty church, the sound crashed against the walls and bounced back to her ears. At that exact moment, she knew she was never truly alone. The universe is always listening to you. Make sure you hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss these deep dives into the unknown. Every noise you make, every thought you think, and every goal you set sends out a ripple. That ripple eventually comes back to you, bringing back the same energy you sent out. This isn't just science, it's a spiritual law. What you put out there doesn't just vanish into the air. It grows, it echoes, and it finds its way back to you in a new form. Your mind is like a radio station, sending out signals that bring in life experiences that match your mood. Think about a man named Philip Wade, who used to feel completely lost in his own world. Instead of giving up on people, he started a strange habit. He began writing letters of thanks. He didn't even mail them. Each letter was like ringing a bell of appreciation for people he used to know. He wrote to old friends and teachers, thanking them for small things they had done years ago. Even though these letters stayed on his desk, they carried a power that moved through the air. You won't believe what happened next. Suddenly, people from his past started calling him out of nowhere. A roommate from years ago, an old boss, and even a cousin he forgot about all reached out to say hello. The universe heard his silent bells and sent back a perfect echo. Your feelings aren't private, they are broadcasts. When you live with a thankful heart, you become a magnet for amazing things. Learning to use resonance takes a lot of faith. You have to trust that the energy you put out will come back to you, often in ways much bigger and better than anything you could have planned yourself. It's about believing that your inner feelings aren't just stuck inside your head. Instead, they are a powerful force that talks to the whole world around you. Try this right now. Say one thing you're thankful for out loud. As you do, imagine the entire universe echoing that sentence back to you from every direction, wrapping you up in that positive vibe. If you're finding this helpful so far, make sure to hit that like button to help others find this message. But here is the crazy part that most people miss. Underneath everything we talk about on this channel, there is a deeper hidden current. These are the invisible laws that actually build our reality. If you feel like you're ready to learn about this deeper layer, I've put it all together in our free newsletter called The Hidden Collection. When you join today, I'll also send you a free copy of the Kybalion. This is the original book that first showed these secret laws to the world. It's only available for a limited time, so grab it while you can. Now, this is where things get really interesting as we move into Chapter 10, The Lantern in the Mist. In the world of endless possibilities, you are standing right on the edge of a major breakthrough. You're starting to see that movement is what actually makes things happen. Think about Beatrice Lang and her journey through a thick, foggy landscape. Her story is just like your own spiritual path. Every step she took wasn't just walking aimlessly. It was a choice to invite wisdom into her life. Imagine that the fog is your doubt, and your movement is a lantern that cuts right through the lies. Just like Beatrice held her light high, you have an inner light that only starts to shine when you are brave enough to take action. The universe doesn't wait for you to have a perfect plan before it helps you. In fact, it actually rewards people who trust the process, even when they can't see the end. Before we go further, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a step on this journey. Now, Edwin Shaw's story shows exactly how this works. For years, he was stuck because he thought too much. He waited for a perfect moment of total understanding before he would even try to chase his dreams. But dreams don't wait for things to be perfect. They only show up when you start moving toward them. When Edwin finally let go of needing to be 100% sure and just stepped forward, something amazing happened. Information that used to feel a million miles away suddenly became clear because of his actions. He didn't get the answers before he started. He got them while he was on the way. The lessons were whispered to him by his own experiences and the speed of his progress. Your life works the exact same way. The universe doesn't give you a finished map. It gives you directions as you go. Every step you take is what actually draws the map out. Wait until you hear how this changes your view of fear. Uncertainty isn't your enemy. It's actually a friend that teaches you and helps you grow. Think about a tiny seed. It doesn't know what a flower looks like, but it still pushes through the dark dirt toward the light with total trust. You are that seed. Your deepest desires already have the intelligence they need. They just need you to move to turn them on. The fog of doubt might look thick, but your inner light, your gut feeling and your courage is much stronger. You don't need to see the whole road. You just need to see the next few inches. By taking that one step, you create the very clarity you thought you needed at the start. Your journey isn't about getting rid of the unknown, but learning to dance with it. The unknown isn't a scary place. It's the blank paper where your dreams get painted. Try this today. Take one small step toward something you want. As you do, tell yourself that the light only shows up for those who are brave enough to walk into the mist. Don't wait for every little detail to be perfect. The path is almost never shown all at once. Like someone walking through a foggy morning, you only need enough light to see where your foot lands next. Which part of this has been the biggest aha moment for you? Tell me in the comments below. Believe that every single move you make brings a bit more light into the room. Pick one tiny thing you can do right now that matches the life you want to live. It doesn't have to be huge. Maybe you just need to make that one phone call, write a single page, learn a quick lesson, or send that message you've been putting off. Just start the task. Keep it simple, but make it count. You see, the world doesn't always react to big, loud speeches. Instead, it listens to those quiet moments where you show real faith through your actions. Every time you move forward with confidence, you're telling your inner mind that your dreams are actually real and worth chasing. As you go about your day, try to remember that not knowing what's next isn't a wall standing in your way. It's actually a partner helping you create something new. The fog isn't there to hide your future. It's there to show it to you bit by bit, exactly when you're ready to see it. Walk ahead with your head held high, expecting good things, because the light isn't just waiting for you at the finish line. It actually starts to glow around anyone brave enough to take a step before the whole path is visible. But here is where it gets really interesting. If you're feeling this shift in energy, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss the next part of this journey. We are moving into the practice of magnetic faith. Think of yourself as a weaver in a quiet, peaceful space. You are working with invisible threads, tying what you want in your heart to the giant map of the universe. Remember how Hazel Dunn found magic in fixing things with glowing, shimmering thread? You can do the same thing. You can learn to tie your thoughts to the real world through a belief that never shakes. Think of this belief as a bright, glowing string. It's stronger than any metal and tougher than silk or cotton. When Hazel used her needle, she knew each stitch was doing more than just fixing a hole. She was changing the very nature of the fabric. Her clothes weren't just repaired, they were totally remade and filled with new energy. Orville Pratt lived by this same rule during his musical journey. While everyone else might have given up because they were scared or unsure, he held on to his goal. His focus wasn't some weak, tiny hope. It was a strong, solid certainty that echoed through the world around him. Music didn't feel like a faraway dream to him. It felt like something that was already happening, just waiting for the right moment to come out. Now, this is the crazy part. The universe reacts to the frequency of your deepest feelings. When you keep your belief solid and don't let doubt rip your vision apart, you actually create a magnetic pull. You start dragging opportunities right to your door. Your emotions are those golden strings that knit your world together. This isn't just about being positive for no reason. It's a deep, physical knowing. Your belief isn't just a wish, it is a command. Every clear thought you have is a stitch in the big design of your life. Just like Hazel's thread or Orville's music, your steady feelings become the bridge between what you can't see yet and what will soon be real. Try this right now. Close your eyes and picture golden strands connecting what you want to the rest of the universe. See them already sewn into a perfect, beautiful pattern. Imagine these glowing lines coming straight from your heart and weaving into the stars. Feel how they are already finished and totally connected. They are just waiting for you to notice them so they can show up in your life. Hold on to that image of perfection. These golden threads are your goals, but they aren't far away. They are real things, already built into the design of everything. Breathe into that feeling. Let those strings pulse along with your own heartbeat, bright and full of life, plugging you directly into the endless power of the world. Imagine you are standing in the soft morning light, right in front of your kitchen window. You have a cloth in hand, and you're carefully wiping away all the dust and streaks that have made the world outside look a bit dim. It's a simple task, but think about this. The way you see things matters much more than what is actually happening out there. Lucinda Ray figured this out early on. She realized that our inner vision works just like that glass window. Over time, it collects layers of doubt, fear, and old habits that cloud our view of what's possible. Every smudge is a limiting belief, and every streak is a past letdown that hides your true power. But here is the crazy part. When you clean a window, you don't actually change the trees or the sky outside. You just allow yourself to see them for what they really are. It's the same with your mind. If you're enjoying this shift in perspective so far, smash that like button and let me know. When you clear your perception, you aren't changing reality, but you are totally transforming how you talk to it. Take Otto Pierce, for example. Where everyone else saw big problems, he chose to be curious. His mind became like a polishing cloth, wiping away bitterness to reveal the hidden gems inside tough situations. By choosing wonder over complaining, he found answers in the middle of total chaos. Now this is where it gets interesting. This isn't about forcing things to happen, it's about making space for them. Just like a clean window lets in more sunshine, a clear mind invites in more grace and unexpected miracles. Your thoughts are the glass you look through. If they're covered in fear, the world looks harsh. But when you polish away those old stories, everything changes. Hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next step in this journey, because you're about to learn how to keep that glass sparkling every single day. You have to practice. Wipe your emotional windows daily by blessing every worry. Think of them as small smudges that just need a little buffing. They don't stop the sun from shining, they just soften the light. Every time you feel anxious, it's a chance to clean your lens. When a worry pops up, stop and give it a silent thank you. Thank it for showing you where you need more trust. Imagine your breath is polishing the glass until the haze lifts and what felt scary starts to feel like strength. You won't believe what happens next as you keep doing this. Don't let old stress pile up like dust. If you keep clearing your view with kindness, the light will eventually hit every corner of your life. You'll soon realize the world hasn't changed. You just finally learned how to see its beauty. Now we move into a new space, the meadow of moments. You are standing on the edge of a huge realization. Your greatest power doesn't come from working yourself to death, but from a state of calm, allowing. The universe doesn't shout at people who are busy chasing things. It whispers to those who can be still. Flora Scott knew this secret. While others saw empty time as a waste, she saw it as the perfect soil for her dreams to grow. As Flora lay there on the cool grass, watching clouds drift across the infinite blue sky, she stumbled upon a life-changing realization. Peace isn't just a break from being productive, it's actually the most powerful fuel for it. In a world that constantly screams at you to keep moving, choosing to be still is a bold act of faith. Think about it. Your mind is always under fire from the pressure to work harder and faster. You forget that true creativity flows best when you finally let go of that desperate need to do everything right now. Every cloud Flora followed with her eyes was like a quiet prayer, and every breath she took was a way of trusting a bigger intelligence that runs the universe. If you're vibing with this idea of finding power in peace, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. But here's the crazy part. Lambert Young's story shows us exactly how this works in the real world. He worked in those high-pressure offices where being a workaholic is seen as a badge of honor. Yet he did something totally different. While everyone around him was burning out and exhausted, Lambert chose to look for inspiration instead of just forcing more effort. He took time to meditate. He actually rested. He made sure there was space between his thoughts, and you won't believe what happened. The promotions he wanted started finding him, even though he wasn't desperately chasing them anymore. It sounds like magic, but it's a universal rule. Surrendering isn't about being weak. It's the smartest way to align yourself with success. Now this is where it gets really interesting. When you trust the natural flow of life, you don't have to hunt down opportunities because they naturally drift toward your calm energy. Your value isn't about how many hours you log. It's about the peace inside your head. Stress pushes things away, but ease pulls them in. When you stop trying to control everything, you start noticing amazing coincidences that you never could have planned yourself. This isn't just sitting around doing nothing, it's about being ready to receive. You aren't just waiting for life to start, you're making room for miracles to show up. Every time you rest, you're actually investing in your future. Why not try it right now? Take 5 slow, deep breaths and let ease be the way you work, rather than just a prize you get when the work is done. By the way, make sure to subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss these daily breakthroughs. Moving into the next chapter, called The Keys in the Garden, we meet Verna Blake. On a warm summer afternoon, she was standing in her garden, getting more and more frustrated because her house keys had completely vanished. Her heart was racing as she checked her pockets and searched every counter in the house over and over. But the harder she looked, the more the keys seemed to hide from her. Then she felt a change inside. She remembered that being tense only hides what being relaxed can find. She took a long breath, let her shoulders drop, and decided to stop fighting the situation. Instead of searching, she just started wandering through her rose bushes, watching the petals move in the wind. She knelt down, not because she was looking for something, but just out of curiosity. The flowers smelled amazing, and her stress finally started to melt away. And right there, sitting under some soft pink petals, she saw the gold glint of her keys. You see, the universe speaks when we are quiet, not when we are frantic. This is the secret language of getting what you want, and it's something Wallace Dean knew well too. He was an artist who had lost his spark, but he learned that you can't force a good idea to appear. Instead, taking quiet walks in nature opened his mind back up. When you chase things too hard, whether it's keys, ideas, or big dreams, you often end up pushing them away. But when you soften your heart and allow things to happen, what you're looking for will find its way to you. Life isn't always about doing, sometimes it's just about being. That's where the miracles are born. Which part of this surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. Your searching mind often builds walls, but a peaceful heart is what actually melts them away. Here is a quick tip. Try to let your body soften every single time you find yourself hunting for answers. True peace has a way of revealing hidden doors. If you're enjoying these insights so far, make sure to smash that like button. When you come face to face with the unknown, fight the natural urge to tense up or get frustrated. Instead, drop your shoulders, let your breath flow easily, and let your thoughts settle down like a glass of perfectly still water. Most of the answers you want aren't actually far away. They're just hidden because your own stress is clouding the path. But here is the crazy part. Imagine you are standing in front of several invisible doors. The harder you try to shove them open, the more they stay locked tight. However, when you become quiet, open, and unhurried, you'll start to see handles appearing where there was nothing before. Great ideas and solutions are like shy guests. They prefer a calm home over a noisy, restless one. Try making peace your very first response today, instead of using it as a last resort. If a big question pops up, just pause for a second before you go searching. Let the stillness in. You have to trust that wisdom isn't something you hunt down, but something you uncover. In that soft state of mind, doors you never noticed will open on their own, and the right way forward becomes obvious without any struggle. Now this is where it gets really interesting. We are moving into the story of the rainbow promise. In your own life, hard times aren't just roadblocks. They are chances for light to break into beautiful colors. You are standing right on the edge of realizing that every storm you face has a secret message inside. Every dark cloud is just a blank space waiting for hope to paint something new. Before we go further, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next part of this journey. Think about someone like Irene Holt. She watched a rainbow appear after a massive rainstorm and realized it wasn't just a random event. To her, it was a living promise from the universe. The storm didn't break her, it actually got her ready for what was coming next. Every drop of rain was a seed for change, and every loud crack of thunder was a reminder that you need contrast to see things clearly. When your life feels messy, you are actually being shaped into something better. The world isn't trying to punish you, it's refining you by breaking down your old ideas to make room for a bigger reality. Think of it like pressure turning coal into diamonds. Your struggles are meant to sharpen your vision. Take Freddie Longman, for example. After a painful breakup, he didn't give up or get bitter. Instead, he used that pain like a tool to understand what real love looks like. He looked at his past not to hurt himself, but to draw a map toward a better future. By turning his pain into wisdom, Freddie changed his whole story. He didn't just find a new person, he became the kind of person who knows how to connect deeply. The universe didn't just give him a random gift, it brought him a perfect partner because of the wisdom he grew during his hard times. Your problems are actually revelations. They strip away what you don't need so you can be your true self. Every hard moment is a tool carving out your soul. The secret is all in how you look at it. When it rains, remember that a rainbow is already being built. When it's dark, just know the light is gathering its strength to break through. Which part of Freddie's story surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. Whenever life starts to pour down on you, try saying something softly to yourself. Remind your heart that your rainbow is already forming, and let that little bit of hope color every single puddle you have to step through. Now let's move into chapter 16, which I call the Library of Thoughts. Think of yourself as the architect of your own inner world. You are like a silent librarian, carefully organizing all the shelves of possibility that exist inside your mind. Every single thought you have is like a book, and every belief is a volume that actually builds the reality you see around you. Just like a real librarian picks out what goes on the shelves, you have the incredible power to choose, arrange, and change the entire literary universe of your own consciousness. Nora Bell was someone who understood this deep truth with amazing clarity. She started to look at her mind as this massive library. Where every thought was just a book waiting to be filed away, read, or even thrown out. Some of her books felt heavy and thick with doubt, while others felt light and full of possibility. She finally realized that she was the one who got to choose which books were displayed right out in front, and which ones were pushed into the dusty, dark corners of her mental archive. But here is the crazy part that most people miss. You have to imagine your thoughts as living, breathing things. Some show up without an invitation, like a random manuscript dropped at your front door. If you're enjoying this look into the mind so far, go ahead and smash that like button. You have the total right to look at every thought and decide if it's worth keeping, where it belongs, and how much it should affect the story of your life. Not every random thought deserves a spot on your main shelf. Gilbert Frost found this out through a truly amazing change in his life. For a long time, his inner voice was just a collection of mean comments and books that put him down, weighing his spirit to the ground. Every page was covered in doubt and limits. These negative books took up the best spots in his mental library. And told him how to live. But then, Gilbert started to purposefully clean things up. He began trading those heavy, mean books for ones filled with kindness and potential. Where he once kept a book called What Is Wrong With Me, he now put a new one titled My Infinite Potential. Those old, dusty shelves of doubt began to change, filling up with stories of healing and growth. Now this is where it gets really interesting. The result wasn't just a metaphor or a feeling. As Gilbert fixed his inner library, his actual physical life started to change too. His health got much better, his friendships got deeper, and opportunities he couldn't see before suddenly showed up clearly. The books in his head weren't traps anymore, they were invitations to grow. You have this exact same magic inside you right now. Your mind isn't a stuck basement. It's a living library where you are the boss. Before we continue, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next part of this journey. Every thought is a book you can look at and decide to keep or let go. Some are just visitors passing through, while others stay and shape your whole world. As the day ends, you stand at your shelves. Getting ready for the most important part of your job. Before you sleep, pick out peaceful thoughts like you're setting out the chapters for tomorrow. What I'm telling you here is just the tip of the iceberg of a much older wisdom about energy and reality. The real secrets are in our free newsletter, The Hidden Collection. If you sign up now, you get a free copy of the Kybalion, the ancient book where these laws were first written down. It's only there for a little while. Now let's look at Chapter 17, The Music Box Within. In a quiet attic corner, Prudence York held her grandmother's old music box. Its wooden top covered in memories. As she ran her fingers over the fancy wood carvings, she realized something huge about the most sacred law in the universe. Harmony is really just a song inside of you, waiting for someone to wake it up. Think of that music box as a mirror for your own mind. It's a complex tool full of potential, just waiting for the right touch to start playing. If you're enjoying this look into the mind, hit that like button and let me know. Just like that tiny machine needs someone to wind it up to turn silence into a song, Your own feelings decide the energy you put out, which then pulls your life experiences toward you. But here is where it gets really interesting. A man named Stanley Dunn learned this secret a long time ago. He used to be stuck in a boring life, always struggling with money, until he tried a strange experiment. Every single morning, he would hum his goals instead of just saying them. He didn't just talk. He turned his dreams into a melody that moved with his breath. He would softly sing that money and success were coming to him with ease. He would softly sing that money and success were coming to him with ease, letting his voice carry a special energy. You see, the universe doesn't just listen to your words, it reacts to the feeling behind them. When you hum and fill your goals with real joy, you create a pull that brings opportunities right to your door. Your inner song becomes a lighthouse, calling in things that match your vibe. Prudence finally saw that the music box wasn't just a thing on a shelf, it was a lesson. Every time she turned the key, it was like making a choice. Every note was a belief she held. The song was the story of her life. The song was the story of her life, and she was both the person playing the music and the instrument itself. Now this is the part you can't miss. Just like Stanley's humming changed his bank account, you can tune your own inner band. Your feelings are the leader, and your thoughts are the players. When you pick peace instead of noise and wind the key of happiness, amazing things start to happen. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss these life-changing tips. It's a simple trick. Just hum to yourself when you feel stressed and feel that tune pull better days toward you. Now, let's move to chapter 18. The Star Over the Lake. You live in a world that never stops moving, where waves of heavy thoughts and messy feelings crash against your mind. But way down under those rough waves, a big truth is waiting for you. It's as steady and bright as a star reflecting in the water. Minnie Clark figured this out one quiet night while watching a small pond. Some leaves fell in and made a mess of the surface, but a single star kept shining in the water without moving at all. Its light didn't get dimmer just because the water was moving. But wait until you hear how this works in real life. This is what inner peace is all about. Your real self lives far away from the drama of everyday life. Problems at work or fights with friends are just ripples on the surface, but the real you stays perfect and bright. Think about Harold Drew, a boss who was drowning in work stress. His job was a mess, his co-workers were mean, and he felt like he was losing it. Instead of fighting the chaos, he started a new habit of sitting in silence. Every morning, Harold sat still and breathed, letting his wild thoughts sink like sand in a glass of water. He didn't fight the thoughts, he just watched them. Then something crazy happened. As he got calmer inside, his outside world started to change too. Hard projects suddenly became easy. People who used to be mean started treating him with respect. New doors opened up that he had never even seen before, almost like they were being pulled to his new, quiet strength. Which part of Harold's story hits home for you? Tell me in the comments below. This universal truth shows up in every part of our lives. True peace isn't about having a life with no problems. It's about having an inner core that nothing can shake. When you build that quiet strength inside yourself, you become like a bright star. When you build that quiet strength inside yourself, you become like a bright star that stays steady no matter what's happening on the surface. Your inner world is a safe haven where real change starts. The messy stuff happening outside can't dim your light. Those things are just tiny ripples on a deep, endless ocean. Imagine a glowing star deep inside you and just breathe until your mind is calm enough to reflect that light perfectly. But here's the crazy part. Once you find that peace, you have to learn how to share it. Now we enter the chapter called the basket of giving. You're standing right on the edge of a big realization. You're standing right on the edge of a big realization where being generous becomes a beautiful art. This is where giving stops being a chore and becomes a powerful law of the universe. Luella Hayes was a woman with rough, tired hands, but a very patient soul. She understood a deep secret about how wealth and plenty actually work, something most people never figure out. In her little workshop, surrounded by wood and branches, Luella made baskets as a form of meditation. Every time she wove a strand, it was like a prayer or a focused thought. If you're finding this story helpful so far, make sure to hit that like button. Luella's real talent wasn't just making the baskets, it was how she gave them away. When she finished her first beautiful basket, she didn't put a price tag on it or try to sell it. Instead, she gave it to a neighbor who was struggling and needed a way for her kids to carry their things. She didn't do this to get something back. She just trusted that the world takes care of those who give. You won't believe what happened next. Within just a few days, orders started coming in from everywhere. Shop owners who never cared about her work before were suddenly knocking on her door. Collectors wanted her special designs. Her tiny business turned into a huge success, not because she was good at marketing, but because of the energy she put out by giving. Arnold Gregg had a very similar story. He was an amazing carpenter who could have charged a lot of money for his time. Instead, he started volunteering to help community centers and older neighbors. He fixed broken chairs for schools and repaired shelves for families who couldn't pay him. He did all this without expecting a single dime. But here is where it gets interesting. As he gave his work away for free, his business opportunities actually grew. Business owners who saw his kindness started telling everyone about him. Big contracts started coming from people he wasn't even trying to impress. His name became famous not because he bragged, but because of the magnetic power of helping others. If you want to see more stories like this, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next one. These stories show us a law that never fails. Abundance moves like water, always looking for the easiest path to flow. When you give without holding on tight, you open up lanes for good things to come back to you. The universe doesn't recognize the idea of not enough. It only understands movement and trade. Your true wealth isn't what you keep in a bank. Your true wealth isn't what you keep in a bank. It's what you're willing to let go of. Every gift is like a seed, and every act of kindness tells the world that you trust there will always be more. The rule is simple. Things have to move to stay alive. Just like blood has to flow through your body, or a river has to run through the land. Your resources get stronger when they move instead of being hoarded. Try this today. Share something happily and imagine the world building you a bigger basket to hold what's coming back to you. Give without feeling like you're losing anything. Give without feeling like you're losing anything. It could be a smile, a nice word, a hand with a heavy load, or just listening to someone. Treat every gift like a seed planted in rich soil, knowing it's going to grow into something much bigger soon. Whatever leaves your hands when you are being generous will always find its way back to you through paths you might never expect. As you share with others, try to imagine a hidden weaver working behind the scenes of your life. With every kind thing you do, this weaver adds another strong thread to a special basket being built just for you. This basket shows how much room you have to take in bigger opportunities, better friendships, and more amazing experiences. By giving without fear, you are telling the world that you believe in plenty rather than not having enough. If you ever feel nervous about sharing, just keep in mind that true wealth isn't about what you grip tightly in your fist, but what you let flow through your heart. If you're finding this helpful, go ahead and hit that like button right now. Let being generous become a normal part of how you show that you trust life to always provide for you. Walk through your day with a spirit that is wide open. Walk through your day with a spirit that is wide open, feeling thankful for that invisible basket that gets stronger every single time you give something with joy. But here is the crazy part about how your light works. Think about a story of an old lighthouse keeper named Edith Snow. She lived on a lonely, windy cliff where the dark ocean meets the rough rocks. Her lighthouse stood like a silent guard, watching over waves that seemed to whisper old secrets about never giving up. Even though many years had gone by and ships didn't pass by very often anymore, Edith knew something very deep. She knew that your purpose doesn't need other people. She knew that your purpose doesn't need other people to tell you it's important. Every single night, she would walk up those winding stairs with hands that were as tough as the stone walls around her to light the big lamp. That light never stopped to wonder if it should keep going just because nobody was looking. It simply stayed bright and steady. Your own life is just like that lighthouse. Your inner voice, your strong faith, and your promise to follow your dreams shouldn't be judged by how fast you see results. They are measured by how honest you stay to your work and how steady you keep your inner fire burning. Make sure to hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss any of these insights. Now this is where it gets really interesting when we look at a man named Vernon Clay. He was a writer who filled piles of notebooks with his goals and positive thoughts. He didn't write because he was famous or rich, but because writing was what he was born to do. Day after day, he put sentences together and spoke his dreams out loud, keeping a firm belief in his journey. Months slowly turned into long years. Rejections piled up like old wood on a beach, but Vernon didn't quit. He just kept writing and believing. He just kept writing and believing in his path with a quiet kind of strength. Then, out of nowhere, right when he stopped worrying about exactly when it would happen, his book finally reached the world. You see, the universe doesn't follow a human clock. It reacts to your steady energy and your refusal to give up. Your dreams don't need instant proof to be real, they just need you to keep showing up. Just like Edith's light cutting through the fog, or Vernon's pen moving across the page, your inner light is vital. Whether 1 million people see you or nobody sees you at all, your hard work is building hidden paths to success. The whole world changes during these quiet moments of staying the course. Big breakthroughs aren't always noisy. Sometimes they arrive like a soft whisper, or like tiny waves slowly changing the shape of a beach until everything looks different. Keep practicing and keep shining your light, even on the quietest nights, trusting that people you can't see are using your glow to find their way. A lighthouse doesn't count the ships to know its worth. It fulfills its destiny simply by being bright. You should let your faith, your deep kindness, and your big vision shine out without needing instant proof that they are actually working. Think about it. The power of your inner energy often travels much farther than your physical eyes could ever see. There will be seasons in your life where the horizon looks totally empty and all your hard work seems to just vanish into a wall of silence. But if you're enjoying this message so far, smash that like button to keep the positive energy flowing. Even when things feel quiet, huge changes are happening just out of sight. A kind word you said, a dream you kept alive, or even just the confidence you carried today might be pulling new opportunities and better relationships toward you right this second. You have to trust that these invisible currents are reacting to the light you keep giving off. Whenever doubt tries to trick you into dimming your glow, remember that your job isn't to control everyone else's journey. Your only job is to stay true to your own light. Stand strong in the feeling that your desires are already real, and let your very presence become a signal of absolute certainty. But here's the crazy part. Eventually, what felt like a lonely and empty night will show itself as a time full of hidden movement. Everything was actually finding its way toward the light you never stopped shining. Now, let's dive into part 3. Living as the Source, and Chapter 21, The Fountain in the Courtyard. In a quiet village tucked between green hills, you can find a truth as old as water itself. Being blocked is only a temporary thing, and a new flow is just waiting for you to clear the path. Celia Moore stood in front of an old stone fountain where the water was once bright, but now looked still and dirty. Years of dead leaves, thick moss, and forgotten memories had piled up around the spout, choking the natural rhythm of its design. She knew right away that this fountain was more than just rocks and water. It was a mirror of our inner world. Now this is where it gets interesting. With patient hands, you have to learn how to throw away what isn't helping you anymore. This is exactly what Celia did as she carefully picked out every wet leaf, every twig representing old pain, and every piece of a past grudge. Her movements were slow and respectful, because she knew that cleaning things out was a holy way to fix herself. As the very last blockage fell away, the water started to rush out. It was crystal clear and sounded like a song. It was crystal clear and sounded like a song that had been forgotten for years. The fountain burst back into life, its water dancing with a sense of freedom that whispered a deep truth. Your inner energy is always ready to move, just waiting for you to move the junk out of the way. If you want to see more of this, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Hubert Lane's life story shows us this same lesson. For a long time, a fight with his brother acted like a hidden dam in the river of his life. Bitterness had piled up quietly, just like those leaves in the fountain. Stopping the good things that wanted to reach him. When Hubert finally decided to forgive, something totally incredible happened. The second he let go of those old wounds, peace came back faster than he ever expected. New business deals showed up, his friends became kinder, and he felt a strange lightness in his heart every day. The universe reacts to your openness with perfect timing. Your choice to clear out your inner blocks decides how much success can flow into your life. Holding on to a grudge is like having dirt in your eyes. It blurs your vision and stops you from being successful. You aren't just watching this happen, you are the one building your emotional world. Every bit of anger you hold is a leaf blocking your fountain, and every time you forgive, you're clearing the way for fresh possibilities to rush in. The law of flow doesn't ask for much, just your choice to let go. It doesn't need hard work or confusing rituals. You won't believe how much changes when you just release the past. Which part of this story hit home for you? Drop it in the comments below. Just start by noticing the heavy baggage you've been dragging around and make the kind choice to finally drop it. Because of this, your daily routine becomes incredibly easy and peaceful. Every single night before you sleep, pick one old memory to forgive. Picture clear, fresh water flowing happily once again through the garden of your soul. Now this is where it gets really interesting as we look at the compass of joy. In this huge world of human life, you are standing at a spot where your brain meets your gut feeling. It's where your logical thoughts run into the quiet whispers of something much deeper. You see, the universe doesn't talk to you through hard math or strict rules. Instead, it speaks the soft language of happiness. It's like a bright, glowing signal that cuts through all your confusion like a golden string. Your internal GPS is actually way smarter than any map you could buy at a store. If you're enjoying this insight so far, smash that like button to help others find this path too. Think about it. When you start laughing, when you feel that bubble of excitement in your chest, or when a moment feels totally easy, those aren't just accidents. Those feelings are holy road signs pointing you toward your real destiny. Take a look at Dorothy Burns, who realized that her sudden laughter actually had more wisdom in it than years of her careful overthinking. To her, joy wasn't just a fun break. It was a compass that lined her up with hidden waves of new possibilities.